Good morning, this is Kathy with Tea and Stamps, and today I'm going to review masking because the card I posted involves masking. This is a simple masking technique. This is not the one where you stamp an image and cut it, then stamp it again and cut a mask and cover it. This is just masking off a place on a piece of plain cardstock so that you only color that area and nothing else. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This little area is masked off. Yeah. So I thought I'd review it because masking's been around for a long time, but you may not want to fiddle around and search the internet to find a masking technique. Oh gosh, I'm a little sleepy, but I need to wake up. A masking technique video. So I thought, well, we'll just show you how I did this. So I did this particular one using masking paper, and because I make boo-boos and things like that, I cut it to the exact size of the paper I'm covering. But you can also use copy paper, and I'll show you today how to do that with copy paper. This masking paper is great because it covers the entire area. Let's see. Yes, this is cut to the same size I cut my quarter sheets to have handy. Oh, I didn't lay that exactly correct, but so this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. This paper is actually 3 3/4 by 5. So that's what we'll do our masking with. But all I did is I cut my masking paper, cut a hole in it, and laid it down and went about coloring. Now when you're taking off masking paper, especially if it's really fresh, because the nice thing about masking paper is you can use it over and over again, is you want to pull it at an angle, because some masking papers are stronger than others, and some will pull up your paper, will ruin your paper a little bit. So just remember that, pull it at an angle, especially after the first time's use. Okay, so let's get on with this little technique here. I made a sympathy card because I've had a lot of requests for sympathy cards lately from friends and family. So I don't like making them because, well, you know, it's obvious, but I needed them a lot this year. I like to keep them clean and simple if I can, and this is based on a sketch, the current sketch from Freshly Made Sketches blog. I love that blog. Over the years, off and on, I need my glasses. I cannot see what I'm doing. I've been following their blog and, you know, making little creations and posting it up there. I think one time I even got picked as the queen of clean for the week. Isn't that cool? Okay, so here we go. This is going to be my card layer. This is cut 5 by 3 3/4. That's the layer I have here. And the stamp sets I used were for the sentiment. I used Peaceful Moments. As you can tell, it's been around for a long time. And the flowers are the dark image from Fresh Cut Flowers. And I'm using my Stamparatus to do the stamping because I want the images to come through clean and crisp. Alright, so here we go. Let's find my little copy paper that I cut. Perfect. Alright, and my punch that I use for this is that new decorative circle punch. I like this circle with the wavy edges. It's really, really nice. I've used it quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to stick it in here, and I want it to go, I'm pushing it all the way down to the end, and that's going to give me, what, about a 1/2 inch at the top. And that looks about centered. Maybe. I know I should mark this, but that's just extra work. Okay, so there we go. So you can hold this down, but what I'm going to do is use my little mint tape and tape it down. Tape it in place. I like this little tape. It's easy release. You can use any release tape. You can use painter's tape, you know, whatever you have that releases. And since you're taping, the tape is going to be touching the mask and not necessarily your cardstock, that's even better. So you should less likely to tear anything up and then have to start over again, which is really distressing. Okay. So I used soft succulent and pale papaya for these colors. Oh, Peanut just came in. Peanut, do you need to go outside? You want to go potty? Sorry about that. Duty calls. Yes, I have my 3 puppies in here, and 2 we kennel at night, and 1 has free range, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, so I'm using a blending brush, and because this is paper and it pops up a little bit, I'm going to hold it down, unlike the masking paper, which is sticky all over and it's going to lay down pretty good. And then I'm just going to brush, and I went at an angle. I applied my ink at an angle instead of like side to side, because I wanted it to just like that look, if that makes sense. Just go and go until you get the intensity that you like. See, it works really well. Like, this is stained just perfectly. So you don't need anything fancy to do any masking. Just, you know, we all have copy paper, even kind of scratch paper just laying around that you can cut to size, cut your image, you know, make your hole and then go to town. I've got like some funky residue on this masking pad or stamp pad. You know, oh, my tea is over here shaking around. Today I'm having tea, hot tea, in my Winnie the Pooh cup that we got at Paris Disney ages ago. Because it's going to be a blustery day in Texas. It's going to be a blustery week. We're having rain, 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 and it's going to bust the drought, they said. So that's always a good thing. But that also means we probably have a little bit of flood, which is not a good thing. Add a little more color here. Oh, it slipped. Okay, that, you got to be careful of that. That was not intended. How did that happen? Well, I think that means we're done. No mistakes, but it looks good, doesn't it? All right, so let's get to stamping. Stick this all over here. Alright, let me pull out the old Stamparatus, and I did use the Evening Evergreen, which is another one of the 2021-23 in colors. Oh, that's really dirty. I'll move that out of the way. I really like this group of in colors. The last 2 years have been really good. And I've set up my Stamparatus already. Here's my magnet. Oops. I like these little boundaries on here. That's just my preference. Is how I like to do it. I set it up myself, and no rhyme or reason to it. It just makes me happy. Okay, so this is set up to go. Oh, that's a little high. Alright, I have to lower that just a little bit. There we go. That's where I want that. Let me double check my sentiments in the right spot. Oh, that needs to move over too. Oh, a Peanut let herself back in. Now I've got to go close the door. You can see all my lights in there. All right, here we go. I like to double check this with the grid on the Stamparatus to make sure the words are straight. They look good. All right, and I do like to stamp the image first. Put that down here. And I have my little, this is in the way of my, I should have checked that first, but I didn't. Well, I'll just push on that. Let's see how that comes out. All right, I'm gonna do one more, so I want it a little darker. That's good. Now we'll do the sentiment, and then we can assemble. Assembly's real easy. This is just layers, card base, an accent layer, which is, you know, a color that coordinates with the set. This was not a good idea to do this way. I could get my hands dirty. Okay, that's perfect. There, take that off. All right, that's ready. Oh. All right, here we go. This is what I have. That's the wrong color. Anyway, I picked the wrong colors, so I have to get the right ones and put it together later. But anyway, you get the idea of how to mask. It's that easy. Like I said, you can do it with masking paper like this, or you can use a sheet of copy paper like that. This is the simple basic masking. I like the way it turned out. I'm gonna make some more of these, probably for a swap card, because, you know, folks need sympathy cards and you need them anytime. You never know when you might have to use one. So there we go. That's it. Basic masking using the lovely fresh cut flowers. I love this. I love this set. And guess what? Next month, there's a die set coming out that goes with this stamp set. And it's only going to be available for a month. So be on the lookout for that. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy your, this is Sunday. This will probably won't show up until Monday, but this is Sunday. Have a nice, calm day, and we'll see you later. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you would. I really would like to grow my YouTube channel. We're trying. It just takes time. Anyway, thanks. Bye.